Hey, welcome to Draw Kids Draw, and today I'm going to teach you how to draw the character O from the movie Home. So first off, we're going to start by drawing his kind of his shirt vest thing. We're just going to draw that. That's going to be where his head's going to be above here, his shirt's going to be down here. That's easy enough. Next up, we're going to draw we're going to draw the outside of his head. So he's got a nice little cheeks. Boop. Little pudgy cheek. Then it kind of comes up. It kind of comes up. And then it's sort of like almost like a frog head. And then it comes down a bit. And don't forget the little cheek again. Just a subtle movement out. So that's the general shape of his head. Next up, we're going to do a smile. His smile is going to end up here and down. He's kind of got a slanted smile in this picture, down to about there. So I'm going to draw the top of his mouth first, so it comes down a little bit, and then it goes back up just a bit, and then down a bit. So it's kind of like a wavy line. Just like that. Next line we're going to do is the bottom of his mouth. And his bottom of his mouth comes out just about there. And it'll come out here. So we're just going to draw a nice line. And this one's just pretty straightforward. It's just a smiling, regular smiley face. So that's good. We get that. I think I'll put some teeth in while we're here. He's got 3 teeth on the top. 3 teeth on the top. And he's got 2 on the bottom that I can see. And they kind of go like this. And this one just peeks out a bit. There we go. So there's his teeth. There's his teeth. O. Next up, we're going to draw eyeballs. Eyeballs are going to be in the shape of a ball, if you did not know. I think you knew, though. And so it's going to be on the edge. Let's see. Goes to about here. And that's the outside edge, so it's going to be, it's kind of round, but it's kind of not. What does that mean? Well, they kind of get a little bit more sort of egg-shaped, so round and then kind of comes in like that on this one. And then his pupil is right here. Pupil. And nice dark pupil there in the middle. He's got kind of a, it's hard to tell with the picture I'm looking at, but his eyes are greenish blue-ish, purpley greenish blue, maybe. And I'll look at that a little better later. Next up, we've got like an eyebrow here. Kind of. It's not an eyebrow, but it's just kind of a, it's kind of a shading, if you will. And next up, we go over here. And his eye. See how this eye kind of lines up with his mouth? Oops, I drew on that. Same thing's going to happen over here. So, same thing's happening over here. Eyeball comes to about here, somewheres. And this one's a little more, it's kind of egg-shaped still, but it's got a little bit more of a bottom to it. So, we'll just do this. Sort of a smiling face shape there, and then kind of quickly goes up and around, and it just curves to the finish there. And this eye is going to look a little more, this one's looking off to the edge here, this one is going to be a little more centered. Because he's looking at us. We'll color in that pupil. Beep, 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 beep. There we go, not too bad. Now there's a little line up here for his, we'll call it eyebrow, but it's not really, it's just a kind of an indentation on his forehead. There, that is pretty much his face. We still have some ears, or squiggly bops, or tentacles. I don't know what they are, but they will go. Kind of looks like Princess Leia's hair. One will go here. Just kind of draw. Looks like he's wearing headphones on this side. There's his headphones. On this side, we'll do it a little differently. You can see it from a different angle. So, his ear. And in this one, see how it's lined up with his mouth? A little bit above his eye. Same kind of deal here. There's his mouth, so that means his ear, or his ear, whatever these things are, tentacle, headphone things. So I'm going to draw a line like that, because it's kind of a spiral, right? And then I'm going to draw a line here, and it goes around and in. So now we have that spiral shape, and to finish it off, we go just above his eye, just like that, and do this. Blop. There, that'll give that spiral effect we're looking for. So that's it there. If you guys stick around too, I'm just going to do the drawing outline on this. This is his tongue, by the way. And I'm going to do a second part of the video, and it's going to be coloring and shading. So it'll make it look a way more super duper if you go check out the second video. So here we go. Just like that, and we're going to do his, oh, this one comes around and goes down. So I'm going to start, so right here, this is his shirt, kind of just scoops down, and it looks like he has one massive button holding this thing together. One massive button there, and it's got a spiral in it as well, so you just do a spiral shape out. And if you guys find I'm going fast, just don't worry, pause, press pause, go back a little bit, check it out. You can watch it a couple times. It's all good. So there we go. We got one ribbing ring here. Ribbing ring. We'll call it a ribbing ring. I don't know what do people so call this? I don't know. The collar? No. Anyways, we're doing it. The ribbing ring. Ribbing ring. Like that. And we just go do 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 do. This is the ribbing part I was talking about. Elastic band. I don't know. What are we going to call this? Do, 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 do. I know there's a technical word for it, but I don't know it right now. We'll call it ribbing ring. Alright, here we go. Ribbing ring. Ribbing ring. Cool. Next up is his sleeves. Basically just a ribbing ring. Ribbing ring. Again, I know this is not a word, but that's what I like to call it today. So we'll do this, and that's where his arm's going to pop out. Ribbing ring. Lots of ribs. Seam? No. Maybe a seam. And over here the same thing, except this one, you can't see all of it. It kind of disappears, so it kind of looks almost like a long teardrop. Super long teardrop. So we connect these up here, connect this up here, and his body comes down, curves in a bit. Same thing here, curves in a bit. That is starting to look a lot like him. He's coming along. Next up, we're going to do this arm because it's super easy. You just kind of go like this. Blah, he's got it behind his back. Bloop, bloop, just like that. Maybe put a little arm there. There. Yep. And then this one is going to be cool. We're going to draw his arm down. And this one goes like this. Blump. Now his hand is a little bit tricky. His hand kind of looks like a frog's hand. And he's got his hand out, and it gets a little thicker on the tips, kind of like a weird poisonous frog. And same here. He's got one thumb, that's his thumb, and he's got 3 fingers. 3 fingers. And that's his hand. This thumb, it looks a little too big maybe. Maybe. I'm going to shorten his thumb because I feel like it looks like a finger. Although he is an alien, so who knows. I think I will make this one longer because it looks so much shorter than the rest. So longer, funny thing on the end. That's looking a little better. Cool. So that is how you draw O from the movie Home. Next up is part 2. I will be coloring him in and making him look snazzy. So click on the next video and we will do that. Bye! Bye-bye! Bye! Bye! Oh yeah. Click subscribe if this is your first video. Click like. What else can you do? You can share your drawings with me on Instagram at DrawKidsDraw. And keep drawing, have fun. We'll see you in the next video.